So, welcome guys to another episode of Tiki Taka Corner. I'm here with Mr. Ayush, the champion, and I'm here reporting live for UCL reporting duty.
And Champions League is finally done with the semi-finals, and we have our final PSG Inter Milan. Last week Robin said that it's going to be Barca for him. I said it will be Inter for me. We gave both sides. Inter won. So we're going to talk about that game first because it's being called one of the best matches in Champions League history, one of the best semi-finals ever. Again, Barcelona, same story. All match they're trying to make a comeback. Inter come, they score quick goals. Lautaro Martinez scores, and then near like the halftime, additional time, Hakan Çalhanoğlu scores another penalty. And then this time they had no option. Controversial refereeing again. Barca had a penalty in the second half. What are your thoughts on the game?
My thoughts are the game started as a borderline flat, fair game, and it wasn't at all one sided. It was a lot of back and forth. We saw an amazing moment by Sommer, Inter's keeper, making some key saves.
Yeah.
One hand saves, full stretch saves. Who was your favorite player?
I think it was a story of both goalkeepers in both the games. Sommer played crazy good. Like he had made some saves. Like Eric Garcia should have scored. There was a lot of goal. He was aiming for it. But again, then Sommer had that thing. We're going to come to Donnarumma as well in a second. So the second half, Barcelona finally came back because I didn't think that they were going to come back. But still, it's Barcelona. They have that chance. They have young players, flesh, blood. And then Eric Garcia makes it 2-1.
That was a crazy goal.
Yeah, and then Dani Olmo, he heads another goal in for Barca. Crazy cross comes in from the back post. He runs in, makes it. And then Rafinha scores again in the 87th minute, makes it 3-2 for Barca. And it feels like Barcelona is going to win. Inter is done. Inter is dusted. Their manager has no clue what the hell is their team doing. How did they mess up a game that they had in control?
A game of comebacks and back and forth, but a big controversial decision was for me that Yamal had that penalty, but it was given a free kick. For me, that was shocking. I think that could have changed the game. What do you think?
Of course, it was shocking for him because he was thinking Barca will win. But I think it was outside the box. We had so much evidence. People gonna still cry. Barca fans gonna keep crying. But reality is Inter in the finals. And then comes Francesco Acerbi, 36-year-old guy. He equalizes for Inter in 90 plus 3, and then Inter go on in extra time. He makes the save, and in 99 minutes comes in David Fratesi, and he wins it for Inter, and Barcelona's out.
I think those substitutions were so vital. It took Barca completely off the hook, and that really changed the game for Inter squad.
I think one thing Barca definitely missed over the two legs was Robert Lewandowski. If he was not injured in the first leg, and he could have played way more in the second leg because he was subbed on just before extra time so that he can be in the penalties if it takes two penalties. But Yamal had a great chance in like 90 plus 5 final moments of the game. I think he should have scored too. So I think Barca dig their own grave.
Yeah, I think it's a bit on Yamal and the coaching to put Lewandowski on the last stage. I think he definitely needed some time in the game, considering how vital of a player he was the whole season.
I think across two legs, Barcelona's defense, shambolic. I won't say Inter's defense was any good either.
Yeah.
But it always felt that Barcelona didn't have control in defending. Another team who didn't have any control in the second leg, especially this one, is Arsenal. And they played against PSG. I knew when I watched PSG against Liverpool that this team this year is something different. We know that PSG brought in Messi, Mbappe, Neymar, still couldn't win a Champions League. But some reasons make me feel that this season PSG is different.
I think PSG is so good with their recent transfers. You've seen Kvaratskhelia play so good. He's so good with the
He's turned
ball.
their season around. Man came in January and now look at him. Dembele, what the hell?
What happened to Dembele? Did he change his legs or something?
A player who was being always told that he's an ambulance, he's a walking like medical facility, and he just can't play and his career is ruined by injuries, is the best way to come back. I feel happy for Dembele, but I also feel really happy for Luis Enrique, who has been able to keep this team. So if we talk about today's game, Arsenal started really good. Arsenal had some key chances, and coming to this guy now, Gianluigi Donnarumma.
Wow.
Oh my God, man! First a save from Declan Rice, and then from Odegaard, and then later in the second half from Saka. What a game!
What a game. I thought Arsenal in the start would definitely level the game, level the aggregate, but Donnarumma really stopped them in their tracks. Declan Rice was looking so aggressive, but those were some important moments by him that really shambled Arsenal in the first half. What do you think?
Yeah, I think Arsenal had their moment in the first 20 minutes, and if they took a goal at that time, if they were able to convert at that point, I think the game would have gone differently. Once Donnarumma had that under control, Arsenal never felt like creating more chances. So then we saw this Fabian Ruiz with a crazy first half goal. He takes it on his chest, he beats Martinelli, and he scores a banger off the left foot, goes in. And the second half was crazy too, because first we see this penalty incident,
Yeah.
and it felt like it was a bit harsh on Arsenal.
Yeah.
But it was given, and then Vitinha fucks it up.
Yeah, definitely a controversial take in this game was that penalty. But what a pathetic penalty finish that was from Vitinha. Like there's so many players that could take a penalty, like Dembele, Kvaratskhelia. What happened?
I think Vitinha is known for penalties in PSG. He's probably the guy. Not after today.
Yeah.
David Raya, feel bad for him because over 2 legs he was really good too.
Really
Like
good, yeah.
nothing to complain about Arsenal's goalkeeper. But Vitinha misses it, so we still have this in a state where Arsenal could still come back and score 2 goals. But here comes Achraf Hakimi, and he's like done and dusted. Great goal again. Arsenal. I think Thomas Partey was here, who fucked up twice. I think in this attack from PSG. And they concede a goal, and after that, it
Yeah,
felt.
I feel bad for Partey because he was really like a bull rushing through, but these few moments really made his game so sore for him.
And another thing was then Arsenal still trying to fight back. We never saw that they gave all up and they didn't want to try. But it was a hard comeback because PSG was giving nothing to them. And then Saka gets a goal, was a bit lucky there too.
Yeah.
And just before that, Donnarumma made a crazy save of Saka. And then a cross comes in. I think it was Calafiori who crosses it in. And then Saka misses an open goal.
I think that was something that he should have controlled and scored, but I don't think he was expecting the ball to come over there.
But overall, let's talk about the performance. What I would say is PSG and Inter Milan across 2 legs in both semi-finals are the deserving 2 teams who should be going to the final now.
Definitely, I think PSG is through. They played an amazing season. Inter is a demolition crew. I think they have played some serious games to get up there. 2 well-deserved finalists, in my opinion.
And definitely we are not used to see these teams. I don't know since how many years a French team hasn't won a Champions League crown, and if anyone can come close to that, has tried to do that, is PSG. And Inter recently played a recently plays a final in the Champions League, but they lost too. So they have a chance to redeem themselves. Inter Milan versus PSG. Who you got?
I will go for PSG.
I also go with PSG. I think they are a very better built team overall. We talked about Inter's defense. I don't think PSG will let that by. If Inter doesn't stop conceding goals, it's game over.
I think PSG's main weapon is Donnarumma, Dembele, and Kvaratskhelia.
And those are big weapons.
Yeah.
So I believe we are gonna soon talk about the Europa League tomorrow. Tottenham and Manchester United could be the final of the Europa League. We'll be back tomorrow with that review, both the semi-finals for the Europa League. Till then, see you, take care, and we'll meet you soon on
Tiki Taka Corner.